Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on the forums for Hypixel SkyBlock. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. Guys, I am here on the forums to go over the patch notes. I have been putting this off. There's quite a few changes in here that are not popular to most people. So, but changes or not, popular or not, we're going to go over them. So, this is the Primordial, what is it? It's like a Slayer, Spider Slayer, like, quality of life, I believe is what they're calling it, although that's not actually here anywhere. It also adds in the new Abiphone Keynote Event. We'll go over that down a little bit further, but there's some changes that's in here that's kind of, I don't know. It just seems like all they did was nerf a bunch of stuff. So, boss changes. We enabled the Spider Slayer RNG meter. Enabled Anki feather usage in Spider Slayer RNG meter. They Tarantula / Primordial Broodfathers now deal damage on a constant AoE every second. Now, guys, I loved Spider Slayer, and I was waiting for Spider Slayer 5 to come out. But basically, when I saw that they added in another quick short bow into the game and put it into another Slayers, I knew they were going to change it to be completely stupid. So, good luck with the Spider Slayers, guys. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's be serious. Okay, let's be serious. Anyway, AoE damage every second. Add Spider Catalyst to the Tier 2 loot table with a weight of 125. Increase the weight of the Shriveled Wasp from 10 to 20. Tarantula Catalyst can now drop upon reaching Spider Slayer 4 was 5. Okay, I guess that's a little bit good. Item changes. All of the weapons from the actual Spider Slayers here, damage against spiders is now multiplicative. So that's the thing. And as you'll see down here, they did nerf them because the damage is multiplicative. So I don't know whether that turns out to be a damage increase or decrease. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. And they also took out the combat wisdom here from most of them. If you see this, I don't know why the multiplicative nature of the damage has to do with nerfing the amount of combat wisdom you get from the weapon when you're killing spiders. But as you can see, the stuff they did to this, they nerfed it pretty bad. They took critical damage down by half. They took combat wisdom on all of them is dropping down, I believe, by 30 for most of them. Yeah, some of them didn't have combat wisdom on them, so there's nothing to nerf on that end. But yeah, strength got nerfed here by 5. Damage got up though. I guess they thought the Scorpion Foil wasn't doing enough damage, so it got increased there. And then the rest of them got decreased. What it looks like to me is they took the damage off of all these and just added it to the Scorpion Foil. And then strength got upped on the sting changes here, but a lot of these is just straight up nerfs. So you can get this one sooner, so they did switch it to where the Tarantula Fang here is in Tier 4 now. And then you can get the Recluse Fang in Tier 2. I'll let you read all of this. You can pause the video if you want. They did up the critical damage here, which was non-existent on this, so that is kind of an increase there. They also adjusted the recipe on this one, so you guys take a note of that. Adjusted the recipe to now require Tarantula Silk, Tarantula Catalyst, and a Tarantula Fang. So it is part of the progression now. Adjusted dungeoneering and upgrade requirements to be the same as the Sting weapon line. They added a new passive, deals plus 250% to spiders and gain 30 combat wisdom against spiders. So they added the combat wisdom for this one into the actual weapon itself as a passive instead of just putting combat wisdom on there. Why? What's the difference? I don't know. But as you see, it is 0 here, and then it's 15% here, so this would be 30%. It's going up each time? No, this one doesn't even have. And then right here, the thing that I harped on the most when I saw this was this right here. Wooden singularity changes now apply to axes instead of wooden swords, and it grants farming fortune and can only be applied once. So you guys understand this one. The wooden singularity is in the game for wooden swords. You can put it on wooden swords and it would give an extra 100 strength. This is for the tactician's sword specifically. There's no strength on the tactician's sword. So by changing the wooden singularity to only work on axes and give farming fortune, they majorly nerfed the tactician sword. Now, what you're going to hear people say is that the tactician sword was crap anyway, and that is not true. It is one of the best starter weapons in the game. The only problem with it is it's not got no strength on it. And the way you got strength, it costed you 1,000,045-ish coins to get strength on the weapon, and it's more efficient coin-wise to just buy a better weapon. You can get a better weapon than the tactician sword on the AH and buy one for cheaper. So that's the thing. So that's the 1.45 million coin investment that required you to max the sword. Now the sword maxes at like 250 damage, I think, something like that. We can look that up real quick in here. Tacticians. I'm not spelling that right, and my C button doesn't work. I gotta get a new keyboard, guys. We can go to swords here, and which one? I don't want ads, so we'll go to the actual one here. Nope, I just need the list, guys. Swords, there we go. It should be towards the top here. Right here, Tactician's Sword. We can click on this. And it starts out at 50, but it increases 15 per combat collection there. There should show the max. I hate when it does this. Okay, you win. I'm going to pause the video, guys, and I'll bring up the other one without the ads in it. And we'll see you guys in a second. Okay, we're back. Fixed everything. So, as you can see here, on the other wiki, it maxes out at 215. So, there's 11 collections according to this actual wiki. I think there's more now, so you might get a little bit more. But 210 base damage once you max think that. And you only got to get it to tier 7. You can put minions down to do that. It wouldn't take more than an evening or two per collection, and it's really easy to get the damage up on it. We will be doing that on my Iron Man, just so I have a really good weapon to use to start out with, and we can get some other ones unlocked after that. But this is going to be a good weapon for us to start out with, which is the one I already started out with anyway, because I was going to get the wooden singularity to get the strength on it. But the price is only 35,000 gold. So, yeah, so kind of irritating there. Hold on a minute. Okay, we gotta hurry up on the rest of it. So there's a new improvement to Abiphone. I've actually showed that in my actual Iron Man. You guys will see that same time this video comes out. I did do an episode on my Iron Man just so I could show getting the items from Bingo out of the actual mail. And upcoming keynote event. Tune in on September 9th, which is tomorrow, at 1 p.m. Eastern, basically Standard Time, for the next Abiphone Keynote Event, live from the Crimson Isle, where Adele will unveil the long-awaited Abiphone Flip Plus. It's a parody on the iPhone. Well, not really iPhone. Flip Plus would probably be more of the Razr flip phone, I guess. A questionable new company, Abiphone & Co., have set up a location in the hub. The store currently only sells Abiphone basic models, which comes with 6 contact slots. Please see store associate Addy for help in adding new contacts. Adele's currently pursuing legal action against the company for their theft of the original creation. They have added a /call, so coming today, as of this update, brand new feature /call. This feature is accessible to all customers of Abiphone in their inventory, and a cookie buff. No need to reforge something. Use /blacksmith and check the dice rotation for this year. Yeah, call Vincent, all that kind of stuff. This was needed. Other improvements over the past year, Otto has been working on additional improvements for his loyal customer base, simplifying our product offering menus so that you can find what you want faster, renovating the store on the Crimson Isle, adjusting pricing and features to the older Abiphone models in response to changes in the market demand, reaching trade agreement with Barbarian faction to unite against the Abiphone & Co. As such, Abiphones will no longer be sold at the upcharged rate for Barbarian vendors. That's pretty good. Stat categories. We've overhauled the stat menu and sorted all existing stats into different categories: combat, mining, farming, foraging, fishing, miscellaneous, hunting, and wisdom stats. Several items from across the game have been rebalanced to buff the specific categories, and now instead are all or most stats. Item changes. I'll let you look at all these. I'm not going to read all these, guys. Just pause the video here. But a lot of them have changed to what they buff instead of buffing all the stats. So it's combat stats here. Ender Dragon is combat and magic find. Mithril Golem Pet only upgrades combat and on mining islands. That kind of stuff there. Basic stats on items are now colored based on which category they fall into. When you unlock a new stat on the SkyBlock, a chat message will be sent explaining what it does. Simplified the item description for stats menu button to make it less overwhelming. And True Defense now shows damage reduction. Thank you. In the stat menu, similar to regular defense. Other changes. They have an item reclaim system. Over the 6 years since SkyBlock has released, certain items have been changed that make them either unusable or outdated. In the past, we would handle reclaims on a case-by-case basis, but our goal now is for all reclaims to happen through the new /reclaim command. Added another command to the game. If you have an item that has available reclaim, there will be a notice on the item's description, and then there's a list of changes here that you can reclaim, because they were no longer dungeonizable. There's more than that. It'll tell you on the description of the item, so you can go and do that. Master stars and dungeoneering cost can be reclaimed from these items using reclaim system. And also wooden singularities have applied to axes instead of wood. Any wooden singularities that are on swords can also be refunded through this system. I don't know if it's going to give you the amount of the actual wooden singularity you spent on their back, but it's something we can take a look at, because I have I believe I have one on my main profile that has a wooden singularity on it, so we can try that out on the next episode. You guys will probably see that Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Axe runes. There are now cosmetic types which change the particles of axes when thrown. I would love to get one of these, especially the faded green axe one. Found on, so we're gonna have to cut some lot of trees and see if we can't get one of those. It looks like respectively, so we might have to do mangroves in order to get it. In the future, we could also try to buy one, but it's probably going to be really expensive. In the future, we plan on adding more axe runes. Stay tuned. So, be looking forward to that in the future. New cosmetic for axes. And people love the new axe system, so having your own custom particles would be great. Miscellaneous stuff. Hannah's chapter changes. They've changed her chapters again. And there is chapters Moonglaive. Island chapters can now be accessed through the quest log. Thank God. Improved item description of chapters menus. That's also was needed. Tailor shop changes. You can now warp to the tailor shop. Her shop, sorry. Taylor is advised in chat to players in the hub when she releases her new seasonal bundle, and modernized item descriptions for SkyBlock gems. Vincent changes. Click on the fire sale die on Vincent's menu to teleport to Vincent. Teleport players to Elizabeth. Global sales are unlimited. Fire sale dies are shown in Vincent's menu. Dragon weight tables improvements. So all of the dragon stuff has been increased. Improvements means it's better. So they've made it slightly better. I don't know if this 1 or 2 points is better, but you guys can tell me on that one. I was thinking about trying to get. I think I got an Enter Dragon bet. I was thinking about trying to take my next bingo relic and get a golden dragon with it. Let's see what you guys think about that. Put it in the comments down below. Mining changes. Added a claim all to the forge. Thank God. Warp Forge now makes players face towards Fred, which is also great. People stop running off into the lava. Uncapped amount of suspicious scrap can get in the uncapped amount of scrap you can get in glaciate mines, so you can get more now. There is a half drop rate still in effect, though. Added +5 mining fortune to each piece of glaciate armor. And this is great because they basically nerfed the armor out of the actual progression. There was no real point in getting the glaciate armor other than having a good set of armor that gave you a lot of defense. And that they just took it away. Poof, it's gone. So people still get the glaciate armor thinking that it does what it did in the past. It doesn't do that anymore. It doesn't double your stats anymore. It doesn't. They took that out. There's literally no point in having glaciate armor on when you're mining. Sorry. Simplified the Heart of the Mountain item description. Fishing changes. Move certain Backwater Bayou items into the Backwater section and out of the mob drops section in the bazaar. Adjusted the junk sinker to only fish as a nerf here, guys. That little thing that I found that I got tipped on about being able to fish over in the glacier area, you can't do that anymore. The sinker only works in the backyard bayou, so they nerfed that. Capped the capped chomp bonus from the Kudra fight, and added Easter egg to Elixir's I can't say that word. A dialogue if you are holding something specific. Other changes. Various buttons in SkyBlock menu have now show the command that you can run to quickly access them. That's actually a good change because most new players don't know how to do that. Crafted minion button now shows how many unique crafted minions are in the game. Okay. Shards now list the hunting requirement. Added enchanted charcoal and matchsticks to the nether sack. Enchanted hoppers now use budget hoppers in their crafting recipes. Increase the rarity of enchanted golden carrots, baked potatoes, and blaze rods to rare, up from common. Increase the rarity of the giant cleaver to legendary, up from epic. Mayor Nancy now somehow, is somehow in office. If Mayor Nancy is somehow in office, she now has a special skin, which is great because she didn't have one. It kind of looks stupid. Name changes. Updated the names of various vanilla items in SkyBlock so they match the names of their version counterparts. Clownfish to tropical fish, blah, blah, blah. Renamed the mini fishbowl to Carnival in the Carnival reward to Aqua Durian to minimize confusion with the accessory line. Renamed the Anomalous Desire Heart of the Mountain perk to Tunnel Vision. And renamed Spooky Hook in the Carnival to Spooky Solvent to minimize confusion with the actual hooks. Also, a lot of bug fixes, guys. I will let you read all of these. I'm not going to read them all. I actually have to go. But there's lots of good ones in here. Lapis Creepers? Use will not require legendary shards. Some stuff. You guys can take a look at that. Cleave being able to kill baby pandas. That's so bad. Hunting axes allowing you to bypass item requirements on weapons when you put it in. Okay, so bug fixes and typos, minor coloring issues. But that is the update. I just don't like this one. There's some good changes in here, but there's a lot of nerfs in here for no reason whatsoever. And there are people talking about this. There was a fishing one that they're talking about later on in the thing. Some late game item that people used that they said was part of fishing progression, which had nothing to do with fishing progression. But I think it was this one. This one right here. Giant fishing rod. Reduced double hook chance from 20 to 10. And it says here, we feel like the double hook chance given in the giant fishing rod is excessive, especially since bobbing time also increases double hook chance now. It is unfair for a single item to be incredibly expensive, limited quantity item to be so integral to fishing progress. So we are nerfing it and looking to introduce double hook chance elsewhere in the future content. And people are really, really mad about that. Some fishers out there. So I am sorry for that, guys, if you use the the giant fishing rod. But anyway, guys, I got to go. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out the channel with YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings, you can come check out the videos. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them what you like, there's a share tab down below. There's links to our social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in comments down below. See you guys later.